Walker is with my great friend and colleague, and he is Gary Weaver.
Thanks, Jim. Hello again. Hope you're well. Let's get to this then. The defending champions Rangers are first on stage. Former Dutch striker Michael Mols is back in a Rangers shirt and makes his Masters debut. Stuart McCall captains the team. He won 6 titles in 7 years at Ibrox, and Barry Ferguson's older brother Derek is back for another year. Well, as for Hearts, they make their return to the Masters stage. Gary Mackay, who made more appearances for the club than any other player, captains the side. Goalkeeper Henry Smith is getting better as the years go on. And golden winger Jose Kitongo makes his Masters debut. Well, Michael Mols was playing in the Dutch top flight a few weeks ago with Feyenoord. His fitness will be key as Rangers look to hang on to their crown. He was the backup for Roy Mackay at Feyenoord and is looking for a new club in the summer. Now, I've been told off by Henry Smith's daughter for mentioning his age too much during the Home Nations Masters back in March when he was fantastic. So we'll get his age out of the way now. He's 53 and still going strong, the Hearts goalkeeper. Now, this is always one of the most fiercely fought and most entertaining Masters. Rangers have, on the whole, been the habitual winners. They won it with just a squad of 6 players last year. Can they repeat it here this year? Stuart McCall leading the team is hoping to do just that. Andy Walker alongside me, but Andy, Rangers won it with just 6 players last year. They couldn't rotate, they had to go with the 6. It's tough going during this Masters tournament. Yeah,
I think what you always get with Rangers is that level of competition. They're desperate to win. They've got a terrific record here, but Hearts have got some good legs. Dundee United look fresh as well. And as much as Rangers might be relying on Michael Mols, I think a few of the Celtic supporters, certainly when we come in, just delighted to see Pierre Van Hooijdonk back in a Celtic slip.
Andy Walker's Celtic take to the hallowed blue carpet after this game up against Dundee United. First of all, though, it's Rangers against Hearts. The referee for this is John Underhill, who plied his trade here in Scotland. He's used to dealing with these players. It may get feisty a little bit later. It may get feisty early on. The crowd are ready for this here in the Braehead Arena in Glasgow. Hearts' first appearance in Masters football in 3 years. They have won it on the one occasion, and that was 8 years ago. And they beat Rangers in the final. Can they repeat the feat this time around? Dundee United, who play later, are the youngest team here. But this Hearts team, Andy, which could be key, do play together quite often.
Yeah, they do. They were saying that just in the cheering before they met up. And I think that will be key because, as you know, it's all about possession. And of course, when you get those chances, and there will be plenty tonight, I think on both sides, you've just got to take them, and then it's all about keeping the ball.
This is Jim Weir, who's got the ball, was sacked as manager of Montrose earlier this season. Lawrence with the touch, lovely layback, great save from Andy Dibble. First save of the tournament, the shot from Scott Crabb, and that was travelling at the other end. This is Gary McSwagan for Rangers. Good save though, we saw a few seconds ago from Andy Dibble.
That's a typical striker, isn't it? As soon as he gets the ball, he just wants to have a shot and goal. But that's the beauty of the Masters. It doesn't need to go in straight away. You've got the rebounds from the goalkeeper. That's nearly at one there, but Gary McSwagan showing that he's certainly capable of scoring a goal or 2 tonight.
7 games in this time for Rangers. Andy Dibble made his debut against Celtic. Well, famously, he turned up in a green suit. He didn't think that day. Had a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, a bit of a wind-up, I think.
You never know with Andy
to
Dibble.
fall for it.
Neil Murray making his Masters debut for Rangers. A few players making their Masters debuts in this tournament tonight. It's a different kind of football to get used to.
It is, and I think when you see the players here tonight, I think the key, as you saw there, first touch and control. If you can control that ball, because it is very lively, it's a very firm carpet they've got there, and that ball can it's certainly got a bit of life in it.
This is Neil Murray again, qualified accountant now. Scott Nisbet, who's playing with a tan, spends a lot of his time abroad with his soccer school. Stuart McCall going for the chip. He thought about it, didn't he? The chip up and the volley, then lays it off, and it almost went in. It will go in this time from Gary McSwagan, and it's first blood to Rangers.
Well, it's a great start for Rangers. Stuart McCall just setting up Neil Murray there. I thought he did well to save it, a good touch. But there's Gary McSwagan, the right place at the right time, and it's just a striker sniffing out just a rebound there.
So he's only just left Clyde, Gary McSwagan, but that was a terrific stop by Henry Smith initially. Unfortunate that the ball ricocheted back into the path of McSwagan, who got there ahead of his defenders. Henry Smith's defenders, that is. Stuart McCall with the clearance for Rangers. Rangers mean business. And they've left McSwagan all alone at the other end here. This is a danger in Masters football. Hearts have committed everyone forward. McSwagan coming in for number 2, a slight stumble.
Yeah, he should have done better, and I think he certainly took a good enough first touch. Tried to lift it over Henry Smith, but Henry was alive and alert and did enough to put him off.
You can always tell the players who are still playing, who've just come out of the game. McSwagan, one of those. 18 games he played for Clyde last season. 3 goals. He's got the goal here for Rangers, which is giving them a 1-goal lead in game 1 of the Screwfix Scottish Masters Cup. Andy Dibble though with the Rangers goal has already made an important stop. There's Stuart McCall, always calm in possession.
I think it's always a gamble when you commit every man forward, but of course it helps give you more options on the ball when you're in possession, but if you lose it, the long ball quickly can catch you out.
Yeah, remember, no offside in Masters football. There's McCall, the manager of Bradford City, urging someone to get forward. He was trying to get Neil Murray forward. Scott Nisbet does too on that far side.
I think you need guys like Stuart McCall who just sit around in the midfield there and play some passes. But of course that's what he's saying to Neil Murray. He wants him to be the runner, doing all his work and getting beyond the midfield player.
This is Murray. Let's go down to the Rangers camp. We can hear from their Dutchman Michael Moles. He's with David Craig.
Well, Michael, first of all, how are you finding the atmosphere, your Masters debut?
It's unbelievable. It's just like playing an old firm, so it's incredible.
And of course, you've got the important first goal as defending champions.
Yeah, it's always good to score the first goal, but the result at the end counts, not in the beginning.
But enjoy your first game when you get on.
Rangers have only lost 14 of 44 games in Masters football. They do win this more often than they lose it. They won 5 of the previous 9. There's Stuart McCall, as Andy Walker was saying, dictating proceedings, pulling the strings. Now it's Derek Ferguson. McCall again, Hearts at the moment. Can't get a sniff of the ball.
I think you can see the experience that Rangers have, just keeping the ball. They've got their noses in front, and I think they'll be patient and wait for another opportunity.
That was from Stuart McCall. He's turned around there and he's seen that Hearts have a man all alone here. Scott Crabb, who went close for Hearts, denied by Andy Dibble. There's Kenny Black, who won this a couple of years ago with Motherwell, who aren't here this year. Now it's Sanderson. As you mentioned though, this Hearts side does play quite often, so they'll know each other. It's Crabb again, moving the ball from side to side.
I think it was better from Hearts, because Alan Lawrence there just setting up, just rolling the ball across, setting up for a shot, and I think that's what they should try and do with the extra man, just create that bit of space and look to get a shot on goal.
Hearts just beginning to grow into this game, trailing by a goal to nil. Gary Mackay, the old stager. Mackay calling for the ball back and gets it back. Made his debut as a 16-year-old under Bobby Moncur. Oh, what a finish that is from Sanderson. Hearts are level, Dibble beaten.
Yeah, it's a wonderful finish from Jimmy Sanderson. Certainly not renowned for that in his playing career, but he shaped his body well, kept it under control, guided it into that far corner. Any striker would be happy with that finish.
Just guided the ball past Andy Dibble, and Hearts are level. Always important to try and win your first game in Masters football. Just not to put pressure on yourselves. Remember, every team plays each other once, then the top 2 meet in the final. Derek Ferguson. McInnes calling for the ball on this near side. He looks for Michael Moles instead.
I think he's trying to use obviously the great ability that Michael Moles has with the ball at his feet, even with his back to goal, very comfortable receiving it.
Derek McInnes, the manager of St Johnstone, was linked with the West Bromwich Albion job a few weeks ago. Moles, it's a nice idea. Sloppy ball though from Ferguson, then collected here by Alan Lawrence. He's got Kenny Black waiting in the middle. Black tried to swing, but Nisbet did well to track back and wins it back for Rangers. A lot of these players in this tournament here are managers in the Scottish game, so they'll be training with their players day in, day out. They'll be remaining sharp. Ferguson looking for Michael Moles. No one with him right now. confidence making his way forward. This is Ferguson again for Rangers, who held the lead but have been pegged back here by Hearts in game one of the Scottish Masters. Rangers, the defending champions. The referee's blowing his whistle. I think Hearts have pulled everybody back inside their own half, which you're not allowed to do. You always have to leave one man forward. And Ferguson going for a long-range effort right at the end of the first half. At the break, it's 1-1. Jim Sanderson with the equaliser for Hearts after Rangers had taken the lead through Gary McSwagan. Closely fought first half.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. There's been some good goals. Terrific shot there from Neil Murray, Gary McSwagan alert, put Rangers in front, but I thought the goal from Hearts was absolutely terrific. Just well worked, very patient, but the technique in steering that into the far corner, excellent from Jimmy Sanderson.
Anything for you and your Celtic teammates to be fearful of yet?
Well, given our record, I think we're fearful of every game. But
fearful when you arrive?
Exactly, we're looking forward to it. We're just desperate to get on the pitch, and I think you're right what you said earlier. If you can start well, get a win under your belt, I think that helps you with confidence.
Andy Walker's Celtic taking on Dundee United after this. I think that was a typical pass, wasn't it?
Well, I'll let you say that about Kenny Black. I don't know if he ever did that in his career.
I can say it safely from the team. That's Scott Nisbet. Brian Reid on the pitch now for Rangers. Rangers, as we mentioned, won it last year. The year before they finished fourth. They had a nightmare of a time. They really bonded together last year with just the 6 players. With Kitongo's after this. Around Andy Dibble, it's an acute angle for Kitongo. It's gone in off Dibble, has it? No! Just about got through it, Andy Dibble.
Well, the danger came from Derek Ferguson. The pass back was short off the boards. Kitongo was onto it in a flash. And I think he should have done better. I think he didn't realise that he had a teammate up in support.
Jose Kitongo, the Angolan who played for almost every club in Scotland, and you never know, he may change teams during this because it's 3 hours long, the Masters.
Well, he certainly starred with every club. Great ability, lovely touch on the ball, and another one who likes to get on it and show what he can do.
A push in the back by Brian Reid. Almost a tremor here in Glasgow as Scott Crabb hit the floor. He's got plenty of pace, this fella, Jose Kitongo. Trouble is, at the moment, no one can really keep up with him. Here's Gary Mackay. Sanderson moving forward. Kenny Black. Crabb. Sanderson calling for the ball again. He's got a taste for it tonight.
I tell you, should have done better, because that was a better opportunity than the one that he scored with. But he couldn't quite, got the power in the shot, but couldn't quite get it on target.
We can hear from the Hearts camp. Hearts Jim Weir is with David Craig.
Well, Jim, this one's finally poised.
Yeah, I mean, it's always difficult when you lose the early goal, but the lads have worked hard to get back in it, and it's a good finish for Jimmy, so it's important we keep the ball. When they break forward and they've got possession, you know, they try to break you down, it's important you try and hit your front man as early as you can and get support to him. But patience is the key.
So you picked up a bit of an early injury, nothing too serious at home?
Yeah, just had a wee stumble in the corner. I'm getting a bit older now, you know, went over my toe, but hopefully it'll be okay to take part again.
Jim, thanks so much.
Everyone's so determined to play in Masters football. Jim Weir hopeful to get back on. Nice move that from Alan Moore. Hearts looking to try and cause an upset, but Michael Moles has been left all alone here. It's Moles in for Rangers. And again, well, the first time Sanderson got back to try and put him off, the second he couldn't put away.
Well, I did expect him to score even on his left side. He's very comfortable, but credit to Jimmy Sanderson. He was further forward, but very determined to get back, and I think did enough to put him off.
Great to have players of the calibre of Michael Moles and Pierre Van Hooijdonk here, playing in the Scottish Masters. Plenty of big names out there. There's Sanderson again, he's popping up everywhere. Trying to go around Nisbet, looking to use the boards. Free kick to Hearts.
I think they've reacted well to going a goal down. certainly up against the favourites tonight, Rangers, having won it so often in previous years. I think Hearts will be happy, and with 4 minutes to go, I think they'll fancy their chances.
It's Kitongo, real chance. On the follow-up, it was Sanderson again. Good chance that though for Jose Kitongo.
Yeah, he got all the power in it, but again couldn't control it, and that ball is so lively on this surface.
Mackay, Kitongo! This time he has found the back of the net, and Hearts lead the champions.
Well, that's better, isn't it? Because the shot there, he was following it in. You can see his movement there, trying to get the rebound, and he does so well to control that. The ball's at a difficult height. He just guides it into the far corner, and Dibble, I don't think he had a chance there.
He is the baby of this Hearts team, just 34 years of age. Hearts are the oldest team here, but they could be causing a shock against the champions Rangers. Ferguson looking for Michael Mols, who had those 2 chances a few moments ago. Henry Smith called into action. Hasn't been called into action on too many occasions in that Hearts goal.
Well, again, you expected Michael Mols to do better, control the ball and get a shot away.
McInnes. Ferguson with the dummy. Brian Reid is backing him up. And the champions hit back like champions. Kitongo's all alone. Henry Smith, though, just electing to hold on to the ball and rather than smash it long towards the Angolan, who was unmarked for a moment. Here he is, Stuart McCall, trying to keep up with him. Difficult job.
Yeah, it is. I don't think Stuart will be pushing him too hard. He doesn't want to get too close to him. Very capable of turning him in a short space.
If
That's
you
the
can't
next
keep up
best
with
thing,
him, do that.
Exactly, next best thing. Just bring him down.
Approaching the final 2 minutes of game 1 of the Scottish Masters Cup in Glasgow, and Hearts lead the defending champions Rangers by 2 goals to 1. Up next, Celtic, Andy Walker's Celtic against Dundee United. Sanderson opens up again here for him. McCall with the block. This is McInnes, brilliant goal. Found the bottom corner superbly, and Rangers have equalised.
Wonderful strike from Derek McInnes. Again, a difficult ball to control. The layoff from Brian Reid. Bouncing high, he waited, bided his time and got it into the corner. I think you've seen the corner of the picture, Jimmy Sanderson holding his hand up, because I think he knew, having the shot that ricocheted to Brian Reid, he knew he should have kept possession and knocked it wide.
We were right behind that. That was a terrific goal from Derek McInnes, who has just guided St Johnstone into the SPL. There could be further damage here for Hearts. Henry Smith, I'm sure that he didn't take his eye off the ball with a dummy from Gary McSwagan. Rangers have kept Stuart McCall back inside their own half to make sure Hearts can't break here. Is there a winner in this game? 45 seconds now to play. Gary Mackay. Rangers or will Hearts gamble here? Hearts have got the free kick. A few free kicks in this game.
Yeah, Rangers players not happy with John Underhill's performance, but I think he's got it spot on the last couple of times that he's given the free kick Hearts way.
Now or never for Hearts against Rangers. Will they settle for the draw? Will Rangers go for the win here? Andy Dibble with the big ball out. Weir stay back for Hearts. Swagan bringing Ferguson into play. Ferguson going for it. There was dip on it, just dipped too late. Very soft to you, Andy?
Yeah, I think we'll be happy with that. Both clubs drawing, but I think they showed their quality. There's a fair bit of threat there. Kitongo for Hearts, up front Michael Mols. I think we're still to see the best of him. But we're just pleased to be getting on now, Gary.
So, there's how it finished in the second half here. Kitongo dealt with that brilliantly and bounced up awkwardly. It's a very bouncy pitch this. That made it 2-1 to Hearts. And then look at this from McInnes. Found the bottom corner superbly. So game 1 in the Scottish Masters has finished the defending champions Rangers 2, Hearts 2.
Thanks very much, Guy. Well, that's got us off and running, and that was a pretty fiercely...
But Darren Jackson will be hoping to try and steer his Celtic side into the final. Celtic, who have won this just the once 4 years ago, but they do normally make the final. It's normally against Rangers, so new kids on the block this time around. Jose Kitongo has been sharp for Hearts, been a key player for them. Hearts have been sharp, so too have Dundee United, Derek.
Yeah, very much so. They've got quite a younger side, younger than most, and they certainly took advantage of our desperation to try and win the game there, and we lost sloppy goals. They got a bit ragged and they punished us.
So Derek McInnes' Rangers are out. Who will take their crown this year? Dundee United through to the final. Here's Pierre Van Hooijdonk, who is still every bit as competitive as he was in his professional days. And Celtic strike first. Andy Walker with a tap-in, created by Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Celtic mean business.
Yeah, it's game on now. Good early goal for Celtic. It's important that they didn't go behind, they were chasing it, so Andy Walker would never miss from there. He made a career out of scoring goals from there, and reacting first to put his team in front.
Walker with his first goal of this year's Masters. Not good enough as it stands for Celtic. They need to win by 2, but still a good start.
Yeah, what it does do, it makes Hearts a wee bit edgy now, and they'll just be maybe not as comfortable as they were at the start of the game. So Celtic need to be patient, try and win the ball back, and they know they've got time to score a goal.
And here's St Johnstone's side back in pre-season training. They could do with a light here, couldn't they?
Yeah,
it's very hot.
Yeah, it's no healthy out there, no air condition. It's tough going.
Jose Kitonga, who's revelled on this blue carpet here. Hearts won't panic, as we mentioned a couple of times. This team does play together quite often. Kitonga again. We're seeing Wolves hold on to their title. Middlesbrough maintain theirs, and Tranmere retain theirs also. Queen's Park Rangers also into the final, but 3 of the big guns from last year have held on to their titles, but Rangers haven't this time. And Celtic or Hearts trying to meet Dundee United in the final. Hearts have got an equaliser. It's 1-1. The goal scorer Alan Moore.
Yeah, good composure there from Hearts. Playing the game the right way, just waiting for the opening, being patient, and just Alan Moore, good finish here, level the game.
So it's 1-1. Let's hear from Celtic captain Darren Jackson. He's with David Craig.
Well, Darren, you got off to the perfect start, and then it's been ruined.
Yeah, we've gotten ourselves in front a couple of times and then gave it away. We're giving the ball away and I'm missing chances, so I think I'll just stay off this one.
What's the tactics here? Because Hearts will be happy with the draw, won't they?
Yeah, of course they will. We need 1 by 2. We just have to get the goals, but we don't have to rush just now. Try and get another one before half time, and then we'll see what happens.
Wish you well.
That is key for Celtic, that they don't rush it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if they go behind, then it's probably game over.
So Hooijdonk trying to rush it. Got the camera, I think, behind the goal there.
Yeah, doing very well to score for there. Scored a few in his career from there right enough, but I think Celtic just need to show a wee bit more patience and have a wee bit of belief that they can get through this.
There's Kitongo. A draw would do for Hearts. Scott Crabb. Is it to be the 2 new kids on the block to meet in the final? Dundee United already there. Hearts on course. Plenty of football to be played yet, though, in this group game.
I think Hearts have done this better than any team tonight. Just showing that patience of keeping the ball and just waiting for the opening.
Weir was patient, then he let fly, pushed away by Stuart Kerr. Kitonga looking to turn. Got a presence of mind to try and line up Scott Crabb. Then we find the seats behind the goal. Reggie Blinker. Walker ahead of him. Tom Boyd on this near side here. Blinker calling for the ball back. Van Hooijdonk still on the pitch. Walker with the ball to the path of McNally. Good block. Alan Moore who chased back, and Moore's just gone over on his ankle there. Man down for Hearts. Alan Moore is that man, the goal scorer for Hearts.
Yeah, he looks like in a bit of pain there. Great block as well for his team, but it looks a sore one.
And a signal there for Henry Smith. Says it all. It's over for Alan Moore. We've seen a few injuries in the Masters this year, most notably the Midlands Masters a few weeks ago. He did his best to get across. He did well there, Moore, to block McInally.
That's his good mate as well. McInally and Alan Moore, as I said before, he did very well for his team there. He looked as if Mark was going to get shot away, but good block, but he's suffering for it now.
And here's what happened, which has left him in the pain there.
Putting a lot of sympathy for Finale there. He's having a wee laugh and a joke, so I guess he can still smile about it, Moody.
Well, that's self-evident. And that is the end of Alan Moore's night, unfortunately for him and for Hearts, the goal scorer here. The dreaded stretcher. Maybe about to come on here for Alan Moore. He's back on his feet, being helped off, as you can see. It's a nasty one that will be ligaments.
Yeah, it looks a sore one that, and his foot went right underneath him, and he knew right away that could affect Hearts, in these conditions. Very humid, and there's not a lot of air in here, and have been a man down could play a part in the game.
Well, it means they'll be down to the squad will be down to 8 players now. They'll have to use their roll-on, roll-off system very wisely. We did see Rangers win this tournament last year with just a squad of 6. It was an incredible victory by them.
That's when we were a lot fitter, myself included.
A year on, a stone on.
Steady.
Kitongo. He's been very lively. Didn't think twice about the shot either, did he? Andy Walker. Interesting to see how Celtic deal with this game. Now remember, they have to win by 2, but they can't really push things because that could work to their disadvantage. Van Hooydonk's done well. Walker's pulled away inside the penalty area. Rebounds here to Chick Charnley.
Great bit of play from Van Hooijdonk there. Just took too long to get his shot away. But there is goal scorers in this Celtic team: Andy Walker, Pierre Van Hooijdonk, Chick Charnley, Darren Jackson. So there's plenty of opportunities for them, sure.
There's Chick Charnley. Walker tried to use it cleverly. Charnley again. Jim Weir just bouncing Charnley into the balls. I'm not sure if Jim Weir knows of Chick Charnley's reputation. A smiling assassin, Chick Charnley. Alan Moore here has a torn ankle ligament, so it's his night over, and Hearts down to 8 now. Their squad down to 8. And Jackson all on his own for now. Charnley is just behind him. McNally. It's Van Hooijdonk. Just found the bottom corner.
Yeah, great strike. He's capable of that. He's had plenty of opportunities tonight, so I'm sure one of them will go in.
Chick Charnley. Celtic are rushing things. Second half to come. Draw will do for Hearts. A defeat by 1 will do for Hearts to make the final and go up against Dundee United. Hooijdonk, who is lingering on that far side. This is Chick Charnley. Lovely ball. That's Boyd. Jackson just couldn't connect. Mark McNally looking to use the boards. Henry Smith drops onto it.
It's on here.
Kitongo is stay forward. It's Kitongo. Blocked by Kerr.
We've always seen the eyes of the goalkeeper there.
Kitongo getting the better of Chick Charnley on the board. It's Jose Kitongo. It's a nice idea. Maybe could have gone on his own.
Hearts just need to get a wee bit of control of the game again now and try and see this half out.
Hearts on course. Looking to add to their 1 win in the Scottish Masters tournament. It was 8 years ago. Mackay on the field. This is Weir. Celtic trying to rush Hearts now. Weir ahead of Charnley. Those two will come together again soon. Chick Charnley will make sure of that.
Yeah, I think Celtic have to get after the game. They have to try and enforce a wee bit of pace into the game to win the ball back, and that's playing into Hearts' hands a wee bit. So I'm sure if Hearts are cute enough, they'll get another opportunity, and if they score again, it'll probably finish the game off.
Tonga with the spin. No one waiting inside the Celtic penalty area. Mackay. Hearts looking for a second goal. Their noses in front. Foul spotted by the eagle eye, shall we say, of Jeff Winter. It's the first time that's been said.
Certainly for a long time.
You're going to come across them in the Premier League on your West Bromwich Albion days?
Yeah, nothing's changed either, I must say. Still as consistent as ever.
Pointing the way, Jeff Winter. Time is... clock is running down here, which is in Hearts' favour. Here's a Kitongo. Wasn't in Hearts' favour. Tom Boyd leading the charge out from the back. I don't think that was a shot, was it?
think it was. I think sometimes that the countdown gets to the players. They think it's maybe only a few seconds left.
Well, it's so far so good for Hearts. 1-1 at half-time against Celtic. That will do to put them into the final. We can go down to the Hearts bench and hear from David Craig.
Well, Alan, we can see the pain etched on your face. Tell us what happened and how it feels now.
I just tried to big Van Hooijdonk, try to get down outside, and I saw the run, and I just tried to block it. The ball's caught under my foot and I went over, and I've just took the ligaments in my ankle.
It's a bad way to end your evening because Hearts are doing well. Look like they could be heading to the final.
Well, it's a disappointment because I've been enjoying it. Managed to get a goal to get us back on level terms. We need everybody out there in this situation. You need 8 players because it's a hard game. You're switching over every minute, 30 seconds. It's very difficult. But I think that's me out for not just tonight, but I think a couple of weeks.
Alan, we wish you well. Good luck.
David Craig just rubbing it in there for Alan Moore that he's going to miss the final as it stands.
Yeah, you can see the disappointment. It shows you how competitive the players are. You know, they're desperate to win it.
And it's great that the players turn out year after year because they know the pitfalls, they know what can happen.
Yeah, that's right. And Moan Murray won't stop him going out tonight.
We'll leave that one there. 1-1, second half. All to do for Celtic. They need to score twice. They need to win by 2. Sanderson. Reggie Blinker, nice layoff. This is Boyd. Jackson the furthest forward here for Celtic. It's Darren Jackson, nice first touch. Just forced a little wide. He's got Weir for company and Mackay on that far side, and Celtic get the free kick. Jackson in a hurry. This is Boyd. Reggie Blinker. Pull out of his feet to line up the shot, run into Mackay. And now Alan Lawrence all alone here for Hearts. This would kill it. Off the post. Celtic still alive.
Could be a crucial point in the game now. If it's gave Celtic a lifeline, it should have been game over there. But Celtic still got time to get a goal back and put that bit of pressure on Hearts.
And that gone in, Celtic would have needed to score 3. As you mentioned before, though, there's plenty of goal scorers in this Celtic team.
Yeah, there is. When Brian McLaughlin's on as well, he can create an opening. Reggie Blinker.
There's Brian McLaughlin. Andy Walker, another potential goal scorer for Celtic. McLaughlin. Hearts just need to keep Celtic out. Hearts don't have to hurry anything up. Don't have to panic. The pressure on Celtic. Boyd with the ball. It's a foul on Andy Walker, and Celtic have a free kick. McLaughlin taking it quickly from the wrong place. It's walked into the net, it won't count. Free kick to Celtic. And where's Pierre Van Hooijdonk?
An opportunity for him here now.
He's got on. Pierre Van Hooijdonk, he's watching off from afar. I don't think he's going to make a run up from the bench on the far side. Just too long even for him, I think. It's Reggie Blinker. Darren Jackson is there also. Blinker will roll the ball here to Darren Jackson. Good save from Henry Smith.
Good strike. Made the keeper work there. Celtic just need to try and keep a wee bit of pressure now and try and get that goal that can maybe set a wee bit of momentum for the last couple of minutes of the game. I think it's a Rangers fan trying to throw the ball back over there, killing time.
We await a ball, which is always handy in football. Celtic have a mini corner here. Now the ball's coming back, as usual. There are too many balls on the field. We'll get there in the end. Right, Celtic corner. Darren Jackson. McLaughlin overhits it and bounces away from Boyd. Well, as it turned out well for Celtic as Andy Walker puts them back in front.
That's a great finish. That's a difficult skill to take that on his left foot as well, but more by fault and design the pass and creating the opportunity, but it's all about taking them now and it's game on.
I'll tell you what, Brian McLaughlin will claim an assist for that, for firing the ball at the boards.
Maybe that's where we're going wrong.
Celtic need one more. Pierre Van Hooijdonk is now on the pitch and away from Mackay. It's Pierre Van Hooijdonk. They've scored. Celtic with a 3-1 lead. That will be good enough to put them in the final.
It's a good finish from Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Gary Mackay almost brought him down and he managed to stay on his feet. A real composed finish.
Second goal of the tournament for Pierre Van Hooijdonk. A wonderful cross shot from the judgment. As it stands, it's Celtic who will be in the final. How this game has swung. Celtic going for the throat now. Blinker. Pierre Van Hooijdonk, is it another one? Good save from Smith to make the block.
Great save from Henry Smith there. There's a real chance expected Van Hooijdonk to score there.
Let's hear from Andy Walker. He's with David Craig.
Andy, you've got yourself in the position you wanted to be.
Yeah, 2 goals in front, 4 minutes to go. Still a lot to do. I think we can still be a lot better in possession, but thankfully at last Pierre's got his shooting boots on.
Do you go for another goal, or do you try and kill the clock?
If the opportunity's there, I still think we need to improve in our possession. We've not quite mastered that art. And that's a hell of a save there from Stuart, so a lot to do yet.
Good man, thank you.
Stuart Kerr with the save from Jim Weir. Pierre Van Hooijdonk sent sprawling to the ground. This game now has changed completely. Hearts need a goal.
Yeah, it's just a mistake can put you out of the tournament now, so a wee bit nervy finish for both teams.
Dundee United awaiting the finalists. At the moment it will be Celtic in the final. Dundee United already there. Plenty of time to play though in this second half. What can Hearts do? Credit Celtic, they didn't let their heads drop. They kept going. They've got this vital 2-goal advantage which they need. Alan Lawrence given away sloppily. Break on for Celtic. Jackson. Blinker to his right. Van Hooijdonk to his left.
Good play from Darren, just slowing the game down. They'll try and take charge of it now, Celtic. Let that clock tick down. Great feet.
McLaughlin, wonderful feet. Blinker waiting. Oh, he just couldn't find Reggie Blinker. Seems to have done the hard work. And luckily for him and for Celtic, Scott Crabb couldn't pull the ball in.
I mean, what a real opportunity for both teams there, and Scott Crabb would normally bank on him and control that and get his shot away, but that just shows you it's tiredness that players fail to do that.
Could be left through that opportunity. Here's Crabb again, this time stepping away from Boyd. Good try.
Yeah, good strike, Scott Crabb. He's very good strike of the ball, and he's very determined. I'm sure he'll have another opportunity before the game's over.
Celtic had everyone back inside their own half there, which Jeff Winter didn't spot. And Jackson kind of wandered back into the Hearts half. Jimmy Sanderson. 2 minutes left to play. Hearts need a goal. Jose Kitongo trying to provide it. And Hooijdonk back to Kerr. Hit long here to Jackson. Ball just bounced on the far side. It's given the free kick. Hearts in possession. Hearts need one more goal and they will be in the final. A 3-2 defeat will be good enough for them. Crabb. So coming back too short. Real tussle between Black and Van Hooijdonk.
Yeah, I thought Ken would win that one. He never lost many of them in his career either, so very determined. And there'll always be one chance. You always think there's one chance still in the game, so
fair to say that Kenny Black used to like getting stuck in. Casting well there, spotting that Jimmy Sanderson was all alone. Jackson's all alone here, pulling the ball down. No support as of yet.
Just to keep it now, Celtic.
Chick Charnley in a battle with Kitongo, and Charnley comes out on top and was caught late too. Spotted by Jeff Winter. Mackay going flying in on Chick Charnley. Still playing with a smile on his face, Charnley. Mackay definitely isn't.
No, very determined. Gary's probably the oldest in the tournament as well, but very fit and very determined there. He's seen that.
Here's for another twist in the tail here. A goal for Hearts would be good enough. And Van Hooijdonk and Stuart Kerr just about dug themselves out of a hole.
Yeah, Celtic making it hard for themselves here now. Need the ball up the other end of the pitch. Good ball from Van Hooijdonk.
That relieves the pressure. Andy Walker, Jackson the furthest forward again. Jackson has it, and Jackson finds the net, and that's it. Celtic into the final.
It's a great finish. That's the danger for Hearts. They're getting a bit ragged, committing bodies forward, and Celtic punished them clinically there, and that'll be Celtic through.
Well, they've remained patient in this game, Celtic. They knew they had to win by 2. In the end, they've won by 3. Joy for those supporting Celtic. They are into the final. They were bottom of the group going into the final game, but they go into the final to face Dundee United. They had to win by 2. In the end, they won it by 3. Celtic have beaten Hearts by 4 goals to 1, and Celtic will meet Dundee United in the final. Jim.
Thanks, Guy. They've come a long way, haven't they, Celtic? Because remember, they lost their opening game here at Braehead tonight, and they've gone all the way now to the final. So the group games are over.